Thank you very much. My name is Andy Carver, and first of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to Forever for giving me the opportunity to share with you our journey in Forever, what it's meant to myself and my family. Our journey started in 2002, 12 years ago, when my wife, Angela, came home with a video. If you all remember what a video was, it's one of them from a friend about the Forever opportunity. I would not watch the video, and 2 days later, Angela went to a business presentation, and I wouldn't go to that either. I thought I knew exactly what she was getting involved with, and did not want anything to do with it. I had an opinion based on no facts whatsoever. The following week, I actually went to the business presentation. Angela went again. And I went just to stop her signing any forms. But this was 12 years ago. We sat in somebody's front room with a flip chart and watched the business presentation given by a young lady called Chris Goldsborough. Although very skeptical, my initial thoughts was, what have we got to lose? If we don't change anything, how we expect to change our lives? That was 12 years ago. And I supported Angela in her business until we got to manage her. And our first bonus check was £1,500. That's when I started taking the business seriously. And in the first 9 years, our business, Forever business, along with my salary, has helped us buy, wait for it, a lovely new house. I call it Carver Towers. There's no towers, it's something that's stuck. We've been on some fantastic European rallies, such as we've been to Sweden, Budapest. We actually qualified to stay in the Kaplinski in Budapest. And you know it's a good hotel when all day long you're picking bits of towel off your face because of the high quality of the towels. But more importantly, it's allowed us to send our son Jordan to university and leave debt-free. A good-looking lad. And we've been able to send our daughter, Brittany, to one of the top-performing colleges in England called Lanes Theatre Arts. And I've yet to see Russell Crowe or Kevin Costner do the splits as Robin Hood. Bless her. Now, the fees to send Brit to Lanes Theatre Arts was £13,000 a year, plus £6,000 accommodation. We lived in Nottingham. Lanes was in Epsom. So it was more or less £20,000 a year. And I've got to say, sometimes, in the back of my mind, I thought, I could have one of those bad boys. But Angela soon stopped me from thinking those horrible thoughts. The problem was, though, after we achieved getting Brit to Lanes and Jordan through university, our business stopped growing. And we had an average manager business. We had achieved our why, so the business stopped. So fast forward to January 2013, last year. 2012, for me personally, was a horrible year in our Forever business. I'd lost my belief and my vision. I stopped going to events. I didn't go to one BP. I went to one success day just to encourage Angela. But Angela kept strong, she believed, and kept working the business, but I did not. She kept telling me she was going to get me out of work. And to be honest with you, that should have been my why, not Angela's. My background's in the catering industry. I was a qualified chef. Then for the last 22 years, I've been involved in selling chilled foods to the hotel and restaurant groups. And every 3 to 5 years, I would leave one company for another, chasing larger salaries. And at the end of 2012, I was working a 70-hour week, driving over 1,000 miles a week in my car, but my stress levels were incredible. I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning in cold sweats, thinking about what the day was going to happen. And I developed a cough in the morning, which was related to stress. It was taking a toll on my health. A typical working week consisted of me jumping on the laptop at 6 o'clock in the morning to clear emails from the day before. Driving to see customers. I could actually drive from Nottingham to East Finchley with my eyes closed, the tube station at East Finchley. I did it that much to catch a tube into London. I got home at 6 o'clock most evenings and then jumped straight back on the laptop till about 9 o'clock, sorting out administration, customer reports. That was my life. I loved Friday afternoons because I'd got Saturday and Sunday off. But Saturday was a daze because I was so tired from the week previously. I just went through the motions of Saturday with Angela and the children. Sunday afternoon, I would wait by the laptop for the sales figures to come through from the previous week, because on Monday morning, every Monday morning at 8 o'clock, I had to go on a conference call to review the sales for the week. So 2013, January, still with no vision, no belief in the business, I begrudgingly went to a QLS training day at the Motorcycle Museum and sat in the room. Packed. It was packed. I can't even tell you who was speaking. I can't even say what anybody was saying on stage. But I just looked around that room and looked at the leaders. And I thought, wonder what are they going to be doing tomorrow morning? What was their life going to be like? That was the light bulb moment. You've heard the saying before, but if it's going to be, it's up to me. That's when I changed. So we drove home excited. We arrived home and put our plan together, and we had a vision and goals. I was going to resign on the 1st of April, work 3 months' notice, and start my forever journey on the 1st of July 2013. We planned every month in detail. I had to give my car back, my company car back in July, so we had to put a plan together so we could get to car plan, so I could get a car. We had no plan B. This had to work. We was not just going to give it a go. Let's see what happens in 6 months. This had to work. So we set to work. Angela told me to put my Who Do You Know list together. And over the years, I've kept business cards from exhibitions. I've kept internal phone directories and records of customers that I've worked with. In total, I had over 450 names. I wasn't on Facebook, so it was all people that I knew from my work experience. On Friday, the 29th of March, I organised a customer visit with my boss so I could hand in my resignation. We went to see the customer. He took me to a lovely cafe called McDonald's. And I handed me notes in. He said, "So where are you going, Andy?" And I went, "Nowhere, I'm going to work with my wife in our business." And for the next 20 minutes, I told him all about our forever business. To cut a long story short, my boss, Pete, with his wife, Sue, Pete and Sue joined our business in July, and this year they will be assistant managers. So my top tip, if you like your boss, prospect them. So it's middle of June. I've done most 10 weeks of my notice, got 2 weeks left, so I thought, enough's enough. I started on I call it my warm, tepid list, because I didn't know them very well. In 8 weeks, I contacted over 250 people and sent out 250 DVDs with no success. So I rang Alan Goldsborough up, and he said to me, "What were you saying?" And I was saying, "I'm Andy Carver. I've just left work, got out of the corporate rat race. I've got this fantastic business that I've got, blah, 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 blah." It was all about Andy Carver. And I said to him, "Can I send you a DVD?" And I think they just said yes to shut me up and get me off the phone. He said, "You need to change your tact. You need to start asking them what they want to do, what they're looking for." So that's exactly what I did. Plus, I started to mix up the information I was showing them. A lot of the people I was talking to weren't local to me, so I did a lot of online one-to-ones and day fours with Skype as well. This had a massive effect on our business. At the end of August 2013, we achieved level 1 car plan. At the end of October, we had our first frontline manager. Zoe Lithium, sorry. At the end of... At the end of October, 100 Club Level 1. Middle of November, Eagle Manager. Yes! Also in November, I went out and bought a cheeky A4 Audi Black Edition. So what is my life like now? I have to say, I've always got a smile. I never used to have a smile. I wake up when I've finished sleeping, not when the alarm clock goes off. I work from home and start my day around 10 o'clock by posting on Facebook to our group, and I'll work until lunchtime. I normally go for a swim in the afternoon. Then I organise face-to-face meetings or one-to-ones A4 online or face-to-face in the afternoon and evening. When I work, I'm on purpose, but it does not feel like work. I will go to a business presentation once a week minimum, either to Sheffield, East Midlands or Wakefield. I never miss a success day. They're so powerful and brilliant for your team. I never miss Chris and Alan Goldsborough's webinar on a Sunday night. We always get nuggets of information. And in January this year, Angela and myself, we sat down and set our goals for 2014. Really stretching and really, really uncomfortable, but no different to the stretch goals we had in 2013. We see a fantastic future. We've worked hard for the last 14 months, and with another 3 years of consistently working our business, we will be financially secure. So we've set ourselves goals for 2014. We will achieve chairman's bonus for next year. We will be soaring managers. That's a massive stretch, but we will do this. Along the journey so far, we've met some fantastic people. We've worked with some great people within our team and worked with great mentors, which has been Chris and Alan, who've worked really close with us, so thank you for that. Two of the proudest moments for us this year was when Brittany asked if she could join Forever. Also, our son Jordan asked if he could join our business with his partner Mel. In 6 weeks, Brittany's achieved supervisor. She came across stage today. And Jordan will be a supervisor this month. That's Britt with her partner, Jamie, but I call him Jim. That's Angela, and that's Jordan and Mel on your right. Before I finish, I'd like to have a little bit of a self-indulgence. I'd love you to recognise my family. That's Jordan on your right. That's Britt in the middle. This is my lovely wife, Angela. A massive thank you to Angela. She's never, ever had the word quit in her mind. She's been absolutely fantastic in the driving force behind our business. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.